Good evening, dear colleagues. As always, Dean Strelkov, as always, the ForexTimes project, and you and I, as always, will review the likely movement of trading instruments for the upcoming trading week. Today, we will talk about the Euro, Gold, and WTI crude oil. As for the S&P 500 index and the Jones index, I'm still convinced that selling should be considered, as the S&P 500 index has been as close as possible for several weeks in a row to the market maker's loss level. Did you know that a market maker will defend its profitability range if price moves out of it? On the Jones index, I am convinced that the 31,000 level will be taken in the coming months in America. Something will happen. I will explain, even with the example that the net option contracts are already divided into 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months for this trading instrument. What am I talking about? I'm talking about what you see on my chart right now. Here we have net option contracts at 5, 6, 11, 15, there's 8, 10, 13, and so on. Here's the last net option contracts were 7 million, 10.5 million, they were all lots. And at this point, there's only a cumulative $38 million worth of option contracts left on this trading instrument that have not yet been price worked out. I'm sure we'll see within a few months in America something happen again, and we will see a decline in these trading instruments, namely the Jones Index and the S&P 500 Index. So here we go, Euro dollar. According to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, buyers reduced the capitalization of the trading instrument by 13% to 218 million, which tells us that at the moment the trend is up, but we're in a downward corrective movement, which is a corrective move. And we have to keep in mind that most likely we have no momentum here, we have no trend. And therefore, if there is no impulse, no trend, then most likely we have a correction in the form of A. And at the moment, we are in wave C. And at this point, dear colleagues, the point is that it would seem that this may be the case. But if we look very carefully, we will notice that even though there are fewer buyers and the trend is upward, we are now most likely seeing a 5-wave structure. This is most likely one of the waves. If we start looking for something here, we will see another impulse with you, namely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we will see that this impulse is much smaller and less volatile than the first impulse. Therefore, if we take this and map it globally, we will most likely see an initial diagonal triangle. And not even in this way, but in this way. This initial diagonal triangle is most likely wave A. As long as we display it wave A, as it is best not to display it as wave O, and then wait for wave 2, 3, 4, 5, we will fly down. For now, let it be wave E. Therefore, to work off the buyer at 13%, it is necessary to wait for the growth of the trading instrument, corrective growth in wave B during the Monday, Tuesday, the first half of Wednesday, and after that, if the growth reaches the range of 50%, 61.8% Fibonacci from this decline. Fibonacci grids from this decline. It will be possible to consider patterns for entering the market to sell, or wait for the impulsive decline of the correction and make a decision to enter the market for sale at this very moment. Dear colleagues, I can advise only for those who have very strong itchy hands to consider buying, namely buying right now at the market opening, as it may be wave A. I recommend waiting for the corrective growth to end. If it will be in the range of 50%, 61.8%, you can make a decision to sell based on market entry patterns. Most esteemed colleagues, you and I have a decrease in buyers by 7% and a decrease in the capitalization of the trading instrument by 4%. This tells us that at the moment the trend is upward, and this whole structure is most likely corrective. So we have one wave with you, the second wave, and at the moment we are in the third corrective wave, most likely the initial diagonal with wave A, corrective wave B, and we are going into a corrective wave with a target reference point in the form of the strongest support range, namely the level of loss market maker downside buy contracts, which of course will buy the 1994 to 2000 range flat. But the thing is, dear colleagues, before coming to this range, I would still like to see a corrective growth of this trading instrument. In the framework, let's see within which wave we have the initial diagonal AB and then A 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave C of the higher order wave. Even more likely, our target benchmark may be much lower, but for now we are orientated exactly on the numbers I told you. So, dear colleagues, the plan for the next trading week is as follows. We wait on Monday, Tuesday, the first half of Wednesday for the growth to the level of the balance of the week. To the level of the options moat, the balance of the week 2050, and in the range of 2040 to 2050, we make a decision to enter the market to sell. WTI oil is a strategic level, $60 per barrel at the moment. Most likely, we are working out a triangle. Actually, we have a movement in wave A, a corrective triangle in wave C. This is the penultimate wave. This is the penultimate corrective wave. There's the first wave. There's the penultimate wave. So we have the penultimate wave. And since we have an increase in buyers by 12% and an increase in the capitalization of the trading instrument by 4%, we are waiting for the trading instrument to rise to the strongest resistance level in the form of a market maker loss. Market maker loss, where at occurrence of a pattern on sale, we enter the market. Namely, at occurrence of pin bar at divergence from MACD oscillators, or occurrence of downward correction impulse. And please make a decision to enter the market to sell from the range of 50%, 61.8% Fibonacci, or by pending orders sell ST. Thank you, dear colleagues. I hope everything was clear. Please come to Community Forex Times. I will leave my contacts below in the description. I will be grateful to you if you put likes or dislikes. Actually, how you like it, it doesn't matter to me. At least I will be glad to your comments, advice, how to improve, how to make it better so that you like it more. Come to Community Forex Times in the very next few days. The number of forecasts will be increased to 25 per month. Accordingly, the number of trading signals will be increased to 15. Come. I hope you will enjoy everything. Thank you very much, dear colleagues. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.